question. That's a question. But seriously, who's ready? Like, who's been following the steps of personal finance classes? Who's been doing your formula? Who's ready for the fourplex?
Frida's ready.
Come on, Miss Frida.
Frida's ready.
All right, Miss Frida says she ready.
And I'm doing what I do because I'm learning to do better. I have been told I can plant better and I can dominate. And this is not no game. I feel so grown up. I'm hanging with grown-up people sitting at the grown-up table.
Come on, Miss Sandra. Come on, Miss Sandra. I'm gonna
Deanna,
go ahead.
I am crossing every T I can find and dotting every I can find.
Come on, don't forget to close the O's. Don't forget to close the O's.
That's it. That's what I got left. Closing the O's. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Who else? The reason I'm asking this question is because we all hit a point in time where we're like, yeah, we can do it. You know, you pumped up and then you get to that point where you're like, well, you know, I mean, maybe another time, you know, maybe this time is not for me. Lord, I guess it's not.
Watch yourself. Watch it.
I mean, we all go through this. Hell, I do. I go through it. I go through it all the time. The day I hit any type of what's the word I'm looking for, Grace?
Roadblock.
Restrictions. Say it again.
Roadblock. Distractions.
Distractions, roadblocks, when the opposite. When the opposite. Yeah.
She said resistance.
Resistance. Thank you, Miss Adrian. That is the word. When I hear resistance, I'll be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna pause on this one. We just gonna pause. We're gonna pause right here. And so I'm asking because we all get that way. I mean, who here has bought a fourplex before or bought a house? Like, some of us haven't bought houses. Some of us have never purchased a home before. So to think of purchasing purchasing a home for personal to purchasing a fourplex, 4 complete doors that somebody else will be living in, that you will be responsible for, and you haven't even purchased your own home yet, sometimes you get a little nervous. Like, hey, I haven't done this before and I'm getting this resistance is hidden. So maybe that's God telling me this isn't for me. No, that's not it. Let me just let y'all know that's not it. That's not what it is. The resistance is you going the right way and you traveling down a path that nobody else has been down. So you getting hit by a few tree branches that are in the way because they haven't been cut before, because nobody's been down that path before. That's all it is.
Ouch.
Man, the tree branches hurt. I ain't even gonna lie. Those tree branches hurt. They hurt like
you are not kidding.
Especially the ones that slap you across the face. People like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Wait, oh, what you got? It's too early for this. But you know, I just wanted to just ask everyone, like, it's okay if you're not ready. Like, I need you to understand, it's okay. It's okay. Just get in the gear and get ready. Of course, for those of us who are one-on-one mentored and coached and trained by Antonio, there's specific books that he has us read. And I got that daggone 10X book again. Like, I can't escape it. But I actually
need that list, Deanna. Send me that list.
I'm gonna ask Miss Amanda, because the list I got is a little different, just a little different. So I'm gonna ask if I can send that to you, because I do not want to. How Antonio said? But I don't want to violate your free will. And the booklet, and the booklets that I have it's gonna violate the hell out of you. So I just have to ask first before I send it. But the man of the hour is on. Today we're talking about buying cash flow in fourplexes. So we're in personal finance 83. And I'm gonna go ahead and get out of y'all way and bring up the man of the hour, Miss Antonio T. Smith Jr.
All right, Grand West and everybody. One of you, Katrina, you're doing a good job. I got your email. I do appreciate you, John. Everything you said was right. Amanda, I got her reading books that would send her to hell. You may have to switch a few across. She's reading some very weird books. There you go. So you're reading some very weird books. 10X is one of those. So if you don't have your 5,000 or whatever you want to say, I guess if I had a month and a half, 45 days to read something, I would read 10X and Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's what I would do. Oh, I appreciate you, Jamal. Yeah, I'd read 10X and then Rich Dad Poor Dad. Those only two I would read right now.
Thank you.
Yep. To change my mindset for sure, because it's a mindset thing. Because right now, a lot of y'all imposter syndrome should be kicking in. You know, if you suffer from imposter syndrome, yeah, you should.
Absolutely.
You should.
Absolutely.
In fact, yeah. No doubt. I woke up this morning and my imposter syndrome was weighing heavy on me. I reached out to Tempest.
I just knew you was gonna say with my mind. But you didn't do it. You didn't do it. You said I woke up this morning. You didn't do it. It's okay. You didn't do it. It's okay.
But this is the day.
Watch it.
You know, all right. You know, Jerome like that kind of talk. Everybody. So Antoine is here. Not sure if you know that. Antoine is here in the MGM Grand. We are in the MGM Grand itself. It is huge. We didn't know it was this big. It is. It's not just big. It's a mile and a half to the conference. It's a mile and a half to the conference alone. But we did get our little badges. See that? The #1 artificial intelligence conference in the world. Always good to see your company name on a little badge. So we did get that. So shout out to Antoine. Just got his. Antoine also got his micro business yesterday too. I believe.
Yes. Congratulations.
I believe he is pleased and probably even a little shocked. I'll let him speak for himself. Antoine, is that something? I mean, you don't have to tell him what it is. Well, you can if you want, but that's up to you. But yes, do you think it's gonna work out for you? Because we ran some numbers, y'all.
Oh yeah. It's going to be a blessing. I've already been contemplating on some strategy moves to really, push it out. But it's in alignment with what we are already doing. And Antonio, thank you for your genius. It's been a pleasure to rub elbows with you for the first time. And the mixer last night, while I'm on the mixer, was fantastic, man. It was fantastic. We have a couple of companies that want to have further conversations with us and talking about blockchain technology and writing smart contracts and making things more their customer experience and things of that nature. This one company, Antonio, he has 8,000 employees. Like he it's like a I'm trying to think of the term of it, but he employs them, but he sends them out to different ships, offshore ships, right? And so they work for them, for their customers. So he wants us to develop a program where we're using blockchain technology to tie in to make sure that the work is being done, to track the work that's being done, making sure standards are on point, that they're meeting the standards with the different countries that they're in and things of that nature. So we talked, he asked me a bunch of questions and we talked for a while and it was great. And so we're going to have a follow-up conversation.
Most excellent. Come on, come on. You know y'all gotta clap for that.
Yes, awesome.
Yes, we make a big deal. Yes, Melissa and Antoine went out to the mixer. Of course, both of their badges say ATX Tech on there as well. They went out. Me and Deanna missed it. We wanted to do something else. She went gambling a little bit too, y'all. I don't know if y'all familiar with, she went to a little slot machine, little slot machine, little slot machine. Just $20. She was conservative. She was conservative, just $20, but you know, she still had fun.
Did you win? Did you win, friend? Did you win?
But see, every time she didn't listen to me, she won. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Every time she didn't listen to me, she won. And both times she listened to me, she lost all the money.
When y'all finish the call, call me. I'll tell you what the local told me. I came home with $700 from Vegas last year.
I'll be calling you, Miss Adrian.
Well,
Call me
there
when
it
you
is.
finish.
There it is. There it is.
So
there it is.
real
Yes, we missed the network.
with the mixer
Yeah, go ahead.
last night, this is no longer optional, Antonio.
I didn't hear you. My phone broke
The
up.
event in Austin that I told you about is no longer optional for ATS.
Oh, the defense event. Got you.
Yeah,
Got you. Okay. Okay.
you're gonna be busy there.
All right. I think those VIP tickets are like $2,500. So I suppose I need to swipe my credit card or something. Okie dokie. Yes. Okie dokie. We'll work it out. We'll work it out.
Antonio, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You did something very interesting yesterday that really got my attention. And last night when I was working on my business, a question came to me that I wanted an answer to, and I don't know if you got it or you want to give it up, but it just struck me. You put up 3, maybe 4 businesses that were up for sale. And you said,
bring that up.
Well, and you also said that you were at this convention because you were looking for a couple of those folks, okay? And then it hit me, Mr. Smith. I said, when you run into whomever you run into, and I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about you. And I said to myself, what are they looking for? Because remember, you're there to purchase or to manipulate cash flow.
Yes.
That means you got something that a lot of people don't have. So I said to myself, as the person who owns that business, let's say within the first 30 minutes, because remember, you're at a convention. You ain't got time to be messing around, Antonio. You got to ask certain questions. You gotta look for certain responses that let you know that this person is worth an additional meeting or setting up a meeting. And I said to myself last night, what is that? What are they looking for in you, Mr. Smith, to let them know that you're not a flash in the pan? Because come on, we can all fake the funk, Antonio. You see what I'm saying? That ain't what I'm talking about. If I don't know the right questions, if I'm not probing correctly, I done spent 30 minutes with you, maybe an hour with you, to set up a damn appointment. And then by the time we sit down later on, you a bunch of shit. And we ain't got time for that. So what
Right.
is that, Smith? Because that was like
This is this is the most excellent question. Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, do y'all understand? Deanna, repeat Jerome's question the best of your ability. Let's see if y'all understand this question.
I get what you're doing, Antonio. And you're going to be in front of certain people. But exactly what am I asking these people? Like, I know there's questions to ask, but what are those questions? Did I get it right?
No. That was cool. That was the first part of this question. The second part of this question was
Deanna, you didn't get it. Deanna, you didn't get it right. Okay. I want to know what they got to ask him. So that they know they're not wasting their time with some shyster. Because Antonio could be a flash in the pan and they won't have a damn clue. And they just wasted all of that time dealing with a knucklehead when they could have been over here dealing with somebody who has the resources, who has the trade options, who's got the money, who can go to Brad Blazer, who can go to a Melissa and boom, 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 boom. And they can broker a deal. Or they just fronting because and see. So I said to myself, because Antonio exposed us to something, and I'm sitting there going, because see, you got a set of nuts on you, Mr. Smith. Because I'm sitting there going, how in the hell he going to expose us to that, knowing we could be right up on that? And I say, no, I ain't going to be up on that because I don't have the resources. But you exposed us to that. And I'm sitting there going, well, damn it, if Antonio can have that, why can't I have that? So I said to myself, what questions, what things, they should be asking him certain questions, Deanna, that let them know that he's in the mix. For example, last week with Melissa and Phil, when they were talking about that banker, they were saying certain things, and Phil knew from what was being said. He says, I'm gonna call. And while we were on this call, Phil was calling that banker. And before we got the call, Phil said, Melissa, he gonna call you. Because there were certain things that he knew that let him know. Because Phil got on that phone with his friend, and Phil let his friend know, I'm coming to you based on me and what we have, that this ain't some fly in the night ideal. This is about something. Made it happen. I don't even know what that was, but I know he made it happen. And then this damn Antonio Smith gonna come here yesterday and boom and throw some more stuff in our face. I'm like, what the hell? See, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll be doing too much. I'll be doing too much for sure. No, this is a good question. This is a very, very, very good question for multiple reasons. Let's start off with taking a few unexpected notes here, because this isn't something that you can read in the book. I don't know another way to say it. It's not something you can read in the book. My therapist, let me start off with a story. My therapist asked a story last Thursday. All my trauma, my childhood trauma, my war trauma. If y'all don't know, I'm a veteran, and my unit doesn't exist anymore due to all the deaths that happened. So I've got some war trauma going on, right? My unit's been deactivated. It's the proper term for it. And he was asking me, well, how do how does that feel in business and et cetera? And I told him, well, I'm always the strongest man in the room. I'm always the baddest man in the room, because in order to sit at this table, I had to be homeless, get molested, find my way out of there, fail the 5th grade, the 6th grade, put myself through school, join the military, do this, and I listed out a bunch of stuff, and I went and I ended with just to sit at this table. So when I walk into a room, I walk with an air of I'm the strongest person in this room. It ain't on purpose, but when you go through all the stuff someone has been through, you tend to walk with that. That tends to walk with you. So remember that it's not necessarily one of the answers, but it is the attitude. And when I walk into a room,
beat you down, it pushes you up. You use it as a stepping stone.
Right,
Yes,
and you can smell that person. You can smell that person. You understand? You can sense that when Phil says, I'm about to call him right now, that's exactly what Phil meant. That is exactly what Phil is doing. That's not for y'all. He's not fronting. That ain't no show. He know this person. You can smell that Phil knows this person. Desperation is loud. Confidence doesn't even need to be explained. It doesn't even need to be explained. Okay, just wanted to throw it out there. A couple of things. Success has clues, and it also has the language. You can always hear successful people. You can also hear the technicians behind those successful people. As far as the businesses, it's 2 of them that I want to acquire. They're going to fit these criteria. I'm sorry, I dropped out a nugget by accident, and I didn't even know I did it until I finished. Did y'all hear what I said? Grace, did you take those notes down for what I just said, like right before that?
Desperation is loud, confidence doesn't need to be explained, and success leaves clues and has language.
Okay, success leaves clues and has a language. It has a language. Success has a language, and you start talking success with successful people. People who aren't successful can't hear that. They hear, I don't know what they hear. They hear an infinite possibility of things, arrogance, hubris, what they can't do, right? They hear all sorts of things that have nothing to do with the actual conversation that is being set upon. Arshia posted two things in the chat now that I want to go back to. The first one, she caught earlier that I mentioned to Melissa. All right,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that VIP cost this.
That $2,500 pop. I heard that.
You gotta pay for
when she
access,
sent
man.
That's it. I've
People
done the
who
same thing
pay
here.
attention. People who pay
Yes,
attention.
I've done the same. When Melissa and Antoine walked up to register, they didn't get no questions. Their name was in the system. All access pass. They didn't get no questions. I have done the paying for access thing. Nevertheless, here's what I'm looking for. I've got questions when I ask myself. Doesn't matter if you're talking to a technician, anybody. One thing I want, yes, I should. Anything I'm doing is going to fit in those 5 areas. Is this company going to change the world? Yeah. Please write that down. Is this company going to change the world? Please write that down. This is what Jerome is asking. So what do they need to say? I'm listening, Jerome. Y'all changing the world? If not, I'm not interested. There's a reason why. Don't worry about it. I'll explain. Is this company changing the world? Number 2. This is no real order, but they're all number 1 for me. They're all number 1 for me. Is this company in one of 3 areas? Technology, disruptive, healthcare. Well, nothing else, for the most part, unless you cash flowing at something that I just can't pass down, then I'll go ahead and, entertain said conversation. What does disruptive mean? I'll explain that. But technology, healthcare, disruption. Did I get those? Does this company have partners? If so, are they fighting? If not, be extremely cautious. But pay attention. You could be looking at Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, etc. Rare, super rare, but it is possible. And that's it, Jerome. Now I will explain all of this in what they call layman's terms. Y'all familiar with that? Layman's terms, it means regular old folk, the people who working. The people who working. Explaining those. Grace posted out there for us, so that everybody can follow along with me. Let's go to one of the things she may not post. Success has a language. It truly does. Success does have a language. And if you're not paying attention to the language, you're already messing up around here, okay? Success has a language. A lot of people, even people here, can't follow me because I say things that really make no sense. It does make sense, but it just doesn't make sense to them. It just doesn't make sense to them. I remember one time someone asked a question about a year ago about why won't I just take my traffic, monetize it on Instagram or something. I forget. I think it was YouTube or something like that. And then they was like, because you would prefer to send them to your platforms You prefer to pass over monetizing 1 million people and just monetize 100 people on your platform? And the answer always will be yes. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I would prefer to have 100 people on my platform than to have 1,000 people, 1 million people on someone else's. Let me explain. Just because you have 1 million followers doesn't mean you can get 1,000 people to buy from you. Y'all see what I just did? I see it all the time. I see it all the time when influencers, they make a post like all these people who, you know, Kev on stage, just Deanna, pull up, Kev on stage. It doesn't matter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want to pull them up. And somewhere about 2 weeks ago, he actually posted about an influencer who the question was like, would you like where to have 1,000 or 1 million, something like that. Just look for it real quick while I'm talking. Careful of having followers. Followers aren't necessarily customers. And if you didn't live in 2010, now you wouldn't be thinking followers. That's a new thing. That's a new concept. You can thank Instagram for that. You wouldn't be thinking of followers. You'd be thinking of customers. So be careful of that. I'd rather monetize 1,000 people giving me $99 a month. Grace, share your calculator. If 1,000 people give me $99 a month over the course of 12 months, would you tell me how much money I have made after 1 year?
99 times 1,000 times 12 equals, comma, 1,188,000.
Grace, if you would help me out one more, would you Google for me, Grace? Take that down to Google for me, just real quick. So that's 1,000 people. If I have 1,000 people paying me $99, I'm a millionaire. Does everybody follow that? Watch this, Grace. Google this. If I get, Grace, I want you to put, if I have 1 million people, how much money will 1 million subscribers on YouTube make me?
$60,000 per year.
Somebody didn't listen to me at all.
Wow.
Somebody did not listen to me at all. Somebody did not listen to me at all.
Wow.
That should have been a culture shock. Somebody did not listen to me at all. Somebody, I don't know what this is.
Wow.
This is what a preacher go.
That was
They not
good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
You can stop it, Grace. You can stop it. That's a major issue. That's a major issue. That's a major issue. That's a major issue. Y'all hear me? If you have 1 million followers, you think, man, I'm about to be. You are. 6,000 is good. Congratulations. But if you got 1,000 who like what you're doing, you a millionaire.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Now I can fully answer Jerome's question, because now that y'all have this foundation, it's going to make sense what I'm about to say now. It's going to make sense what I'm about to say. Is this company changed the world? The company's not changed. Go ahead, whoever that was.
No, I was going to say that's awesome. That's awesome, sir. Thank you.
It's just a mindset shift. If the company is not changing the world, I'm not interested. It's not because I want to change the world. I want founders who want to change the world. I want the vehicle that's been invented trying to change the world. And I understand customers, good customers, follow companies changing the world. Jerome gets it. Can y'all see? See? I'm only looking for those 1,000 people willing to do that $99. Yeah. Get you right there. If the company is changing the world, I know 4 things. I know, 1, that company will be relevant in 10 years. Because if you're trying to do something to change the world, you're way out into the future. I know, 2, your vehicle is amazing or working on being amazing. I know 3, good customers follow companies that change the world. There's a book, I don't know if it's the name of the book, it's like Big, Hairy, Audacious Goals. I forget the book, but it's that energy right there. I just can't remember.
Good to Great by Jim
Go ahead.
Collins. Good to Great by Jim
Good
Collins.
to Great. Good to Great by Jim Collins, Big, Hairy, Audacious Goals. And when you have those, you get a different quality of customers. You do. You get a different quality of customers. So I'm listening for that, Jerome. I'm listening to see. Because if you're changing the world, your vehicle is different. Your vehicle changes. You're not afraid to change your vehicle. You have a strong base. And I'm looking for these things. I'm really looking for these things. Then, to be honest with you, to de-risk, this is a Wall Street term, to de-risk my investment, whatever that investment may be, I want to go into 3 areas that I know are going to be relevant 30 years from now. Technology. Do y'all think technology is going to disappear anytime soon? Technology has been here since we were in the cave itself was technology. The arrowhead was technology that dominated anyone who did not have an arrowhead. In the Paleolithic era, that's Middle Stone Age, Paleo, Middle, Lithic, Stone. The Paleolithic era, the arrowhead went from copper to stone. After that, many years after that, went to steel or metal, I should say. The better that arrowhead got, the more dominant that culture was, the more land and property they owned. If you had horses and wheels, you had armored troops. You call them chariots. The same preacher that tell you kids need to stop with the tablet in church. Got the Bluetooth blinking in his ear. Or the mere fact that I am preaching a sermon with a microphone. That's technology. Technology has been here. Even folk who hate technology get on a technical device to tell you they hate technology. So it's kind of safe to say 30 years from now, technology is still going to be here. Healthcare, y'all going to die every decade, every generation. There would need to be a nurse and some sort of equipment to take care of us. Yes. Same problem my grandmother had, the rest of her soul. The same problem your grandmother had. And the same problem when you become a grandmother, you gonna have. Unless you change your diet. But I gotta tell you, if y'all take off y'all socks, you got that little line right there. You retaining a little too much. You might want to, get some of that salt and all the other stuff out of you. As long as we are alive, the healthcare system will still be there. Is this fair, Grace?
Fair, okay? Because last night before Grandma went to bed, she was like, I can hardly walk. I need a walker. My feet have, how old black folk, my feet done swole up. And I looked down and they were, and I've never seen that on her because she's so tiny. So it kind of had me worried. I didn't know what was going on. I'm gonna wait till she get up this morning to see if the swelling has gone down. If not, make a phone call to somebody. So yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Making a phone. So for 102-year-old healthy folk, still need the hospital. You understand? And if we, for whatever reason, stop getting sick,
Grace,
we still got broken bones out there.
Yes, ma'am.
what you need to do is watch TV and so forth. Make sure she elevates her legs. Put some pillows underneath her legs.
Okay.
Because the blood is rushing down there. I had that with my mom. So you just elevate them and it'll go down.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Susan.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so Deanna's going to play a clip real quick so I can put some more meat on the bones. Go ahead, Dion.
There we go. Share this one right here. Make sure it's optimized for a video clip. Now we are sharing and
right here on the corner. I know you're really busy, but before you scroll away, let me ask you this. Would you rather have 2.6 million followers or 13,760? Simple question, simple answer. 2.6 million.
let me restart it.
Yeah. Restart it and cut your volume.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I know you're really busy, but before you scroll away, let me ask you this. Would you rather have 2.6 million followers or 13,760? Simple question, simple answer. 2.6 million or 13,760? You're probably gonna say, give me 2.6 million, Kev. I could do so many things with that following. I could do crazy things. Let me tell you what, this Instagrammer, she has 2.6 million followers. She launched a clothing line. She had to sell 36 units of shirts in order for the company to continue making them. Guess how many she sold? Not 36. She couldn't even make 36. Meanwhile, last podcast on the left, they have 13,760 patrons. Each month, they clear $78,000. That's because followers and fans does not always equal support. People following you, all they gotta do is tap follow on your page. That don't mean they support you. You don't need followers. You need supporters. You need community. You need art.
This is kind of that's exactly what I was explaining. It's exactly what I was explaining. Followers are not customers. No. I know my screen is a little delayed, but I called D. I should be able to hit me.
We hear you.
You can hear me, right, Grace?
Yes.
All right then. Y'all change your business models. Change your business models. Change your business models. Disruption. Disruption is anything in an old area, Jerome, doing a new thing. Anything in an established area with an established market doing a old thing a new way. Plenty of examples of that. It's been happening. We didn't coin the phrase. Clayton Christensen in the 90s coined the phrase disruptive company. Clayton Christensen did that. Or disruptive technology. But it's been happening. It happened in the 70s. It happened with big stores, and then you had your discount stores messed up your big stores. You remember all y'all went to go to Chicago to see the Sears Tower. You ain't thought about that since 98. There's no sense in you even trying to go to the Sears Tower. You ain't thought about that since 98. Sears is absolutely irrelevant in the 21st century. Your camera phone started off trash and it got better. And now when you say Kodak moment, it's not something that you actually mean that Kodak is doing anymore. You get me? Okay. Go ahead. I think Phil unused my phone's frozen. My stuff over. Oh, okay. Okay. To take over. Let me leave and come back and see if I get my screen.
All right, Mr. Phil, can you say something for us, so to highlight your screen so everyone can see what you're holding up?
Sure. It's called the anticipatory organization. Turn disruption and change into opportunity and advantage. By Dan Burris. He's a friend of mine. I've known him from the National Speakers Association, and he's like one of the most pronounced futurists. So this is the book on disruption.
All right. So everyone, did y'all write that down? We'll put a link in chat for you. All right. So what have you, oh. The next thing off of. Oh, sorry. The next thing on the list that Grace posted was, is this company in? And you have technology, disruption. Okay. Does this company have partners? If so,
does the company have partners? Ask them why do I want the company to have partners?
Okay, and so Antonio said, why do you want to know if the company has partners?
So,
Wait, ask them what?
Why?
Why does Antonio want to know if the company has partners? And this is a bifurcated question. So the first part of the question is, does this company have partners? The second part of this question is, if so, are they fighting? Why do you think Antonio wants to know this question?
Start off with, do they have partners?
So let's start off with, does this company have partners? Why do you think he wants to know?
Who does they have to buy out?
All right, Melissa said because they have to buy out.
He wants to see if you have the ability to think that big, that you've already partnered, that you already met up with other people.
That's also true. Both of those true.
Antonio said both of those are true.
Who's making the decision? The guy who's a CEO or that other company that they're fighting with? Because the person who's in charge of the company may not be the decision maker. He needs to know who's making the decisions.
That's also true. Very true.
Antonio said that's also true. That's very true. Come on, y'all.
I guess he needs to know, hey, yeah, like Jerome said, who needs, who's making a decision so he can say, hey, love what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. Checks come to me now.
He just said a grace check come to me now.
That's funny.
That's the particular answer I'm looking for. But
Also want to see how well that they're getting along in their partnership. That shows how successful they are and how strong of a force that they are moving forward.
She's got her second part is real close. How strong of a force.
To see if there's interest, external interest in that company.
Which is true too. That's very true. That's very true. If there's no external interest, I can't make money.
Can y'all hear Antonio?
No, you got to repeat.
Nope.
Okay. He entered because I got some thumbs up. Some say yes, some say okay. No, Antonio said no, that's very true. From what Frida, the last part, he said the last part of what you said is close to what he's looking for. Otis, he said what you said was true as well.
No, very, very true.
Very true. Excuse me, it's very true. Can't make no money.
Yana, I don't think you can grow without partnership. And you grow much more exponentially if you have a partnership.
Antonio said that's what he's looking for right there. That's what he was looking for, Mr. Daniel.
That's what I was looking for. Bring your laptop over here. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Because, bring it over here. All right, that's what I was looking for here. Open up Google Chrome for me. That's what I was looking for. Hold on. This blurred background stops my beautiful locks from being seen. There we go.
Also, when it comes to partnerships, are they able to adapt to change, or are they able to adapt to their environment in order to win? Are they able to, like you said, somebody can step down, somebody can be the Michael Jordan, while somebody else to give the layup in order for them to win, succeed in the industry or the industry they're trying to tap into.
No, you're absolutely correct. And think about that. Let's talk about what both you and Adonia just said, because they're extremely relevant. They're extremely relevant. Number one, as smart as I am, I'm gonna miss the mark every time because I don't think about the Adonias. There is nothing about my business mind that has thought about Adonia. Now, my I don't even know this. It's not my business mind that thinks about Adonia. I'm looking for Otis, Melissa, I don't know, Amanda, rest of y'all move. My business mind, you got to remember, since we are what we are, we only see what we see.
You got the entrepreneurial mind. Shout out to Monday nights. Okay. Email. Okay.
That's all right. That's why so you get it. This is very important to understand that. But my organization no organization can exist without the Adonias, the Tempests, and the Dianas. It's impossible. It'll never work without
the Susans, and the Adrians, but I didn't build on purpose a business that attracts them. It attracts them now because I have Tempest and I have Deanna and I have Grace that say, hey, don't forget about these people. And now I'm so used to it that I just do it from the jump. Just because I am smart does not mean I am thinking about the other 75% of the people I don't naturally think about. So you go, and this is everybody now. I'm on the sword, but don't think that I ain't talking about you either. This is all of us. This is all of us. And all you heart bleeders. You're like, oh no, I would never forget people. Yeah, you wouldn't forget people. That's why I don't want to go in your business. Because I am the kind of customer, I want privilege. How much this costs to not be treated like them? Who else is out there like me?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. Come on, 100%.
Yes.
All right now.
Yes.
I'm trying to, Janice, like I'm trying to buy my way past these little folk you thinking about. so, don't make me even. I appreciate you.
And you said it. You said
it. You didn't say Allah. That's why I was messing up. My Zoom needed to be updated. That's why I was messing up. See, all you got just get a woman to fix your problems.
Yeah, I did that yesterday. Yeah.
All right, that's why it was messing up. It was messing up yesterday too. Yeah, that's a lesson there. Move out the way, men. Let the women fix the problem. That's a lesson right there. Just so you know. Just so you know. Business partners could go further faster. Why? Because for one, you're already critically thinking by staffing to your weaknesses. And now that company has a better chance of survival. And what happens when you die? How about that? When you die, your business die. You get what I'm saying? When you die, your business die. If you got a partner, maybe not so. Maybe not so. This isn't always true, but it is more true than not true. More true than not true. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, by seeing how they structured their partnership, it'll give you some idea of how you have to structure your partnership to do business with them.
That is absolutely correct. And I didn't think about that either. That's absolutely correct. So I completely agree with that for sure. Now, of course, with all these questions, there's unlimited reasons why we have these. I mean, not unlimited. There's an infinite possibility of answers for each question. We're just taking the most common. Here you go. Hold on. Switching.
Got it. Bam. All right. So I should be back here. Yeah, it's running much smoother. All right. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Infinite possibility. You got to mute your mic down. Infinite possibilities of many things going on, and many things going on. But there you have it there. In addition to that, it is possible for one owner to do well. I'm obviously a fan of both. You just got to be careful with that. I went from 2 owners back to 1 owner. So I am a 1 owner, like Zuckerberg and stuff like that too. So I definitely am a fan of both. However, I know that that's risky. So I do a lot of things to de-risk that thing. Post that list back out there for me, Grace, so I can see it. I don't want to forget a couple of things. I don't want to forget a couple of things. So I'm listening for all of this, Jerome, as it's coming. And then, that's it. I just finished it. I listen to all these as it's coming. And once you just listen, but also there's an unintended thing that always happens too. Energy don't lie. Energy don't lie. You can always tell. I told Deanna there was this super dressed up guy. Tell her what I told you, Deanna.
Never trust a programmer in a suit.
Never trust a programmer in a suit. That tells you. That's a real talk.
Yeah, I've never seen a dressed up programmer. I've never seen a dressed up programmer.
You never will. You're not gonna. Are you gonna see a brain surgeon in overalls?
No.
All right. Well, there's a way to handle business. You know, it's the way they had the business. I said, never trust a programmer in a suit. I'm not saying he ain't a programmer. I'm not saying he's not the most fantastic programmer. I'm just saying until he shows me, I can't trust him. I need to see. I'm looking for the dude that's gonna wear the same thing all 3 days. That's the programmer right there. Jeans, little dark t-shirt, Skechers. Oh, I'm looking for that guy. I'm looking for that guy right there. That's the programmer. I want that guy right there. That's the programmer. You know, and that's not a stereotype, so to speak. It's just understanding that super charismatic, flashy car salesman that met you as soon as you hit the concrete. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna trust that one. I'm probably not gonna trust that one. You know, not that one. You can't necessarily trust that one. He doing a little too much. I ain't took 2 steps. You understand? I haven't took 2 steps. Oh, okay. Talk about it, Antoine. See, I had no idea what we were talking about last night.
Yeah, I went and I was networking with some of the people that were there, and they were talking about how that you could see a techie from a mile away because of their dress, and what you said, a dark t-shirt and jeans and just some shoes. So yeah, that's all.
Dark t-shirt, jeans, shoes. This jacket would be on and off throughout the day, just depending on that. That's it. The jacket just says CEO.
Okay,
Techie,
wait.
nonetheless.
That makes a lot of sense. When I was working at school, the tech guy had on exactly what you just said. He always had on. It was just, maybe like a polo shirt or whatever, but it was dark, jeans and tennis shoes on or whatever. And yes, I never thought about that.
I got 3 of these out here, and 2 white ones out here. You understand? You know who I am, Grace.
Yes, I saw that bag that you packed. I say everything he needs is in this bag right here. Yep, my girl, my girl, me and my girl are alike. That big suitcase, yes, you need all of that, okay?
I bought 2 pair of jeans and 4 t-shirts.
I did good though, because I took some stuff out.
You did, because you only had 1 bag. Hey, I was proud. Okay,
but Antonio, that's why I asked this question at the beginning.
I know, that's why I gave you great
because
details.
you do right now. You are teetering on whether you are a multimillionaire or a billionaire, and I bet you 95% of those people, maybe 98% of those people in that convention have no clue of your worth. You see what I'm saying? They don't. And that's your advantage as well, because you can get a whole lot more money when people don't know what you really have to offer, because they're like, oh, okay, boom. And you can get so much, because I'm sitting there going, how do they, man, do something else.
Look, right now, first off, I don't know if y'all saw Melissa. Melissa looked drop dead gorgeous last night. I don't know what was.
So I saw the Facebook pictures. Yes, yes. She
I saw
it. She said when we
gave
left.
it to him.
She said when we left. She said, "Yeah, well, when I get back, I have on my business clothes." I didn't know she was talking about Zsa Zsa Gabor. I had no idea. That's what. I went all the way back to Nick at Night. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I used to watch Green Acres all the time too. Anybody else used to watch Green Acres? It's a place to be. Farm living is life for me. Okay, all right, good. I used to love that show.
One of my favorites.
I'm a techie. Well, oh yeah, no doubt about it. I was like, she's figuring this out. I'm a techie. There's no doubt about it. And I know Jerome was right. And I'll come back on the mic real quick. Antoine was in the middle of something. More is caught than taught. And I want him to explain to y'all what Jerome was just saying about. Antoine, you were watching the 2 ladies, Melissa and yeah, they're trying to look smart field, but I wasn't. I was way out my element. They do yesterday, Antoine. And you keep going and do whatever.
They were crunching numbers, and they were projecting the company and where it's going, and getting everything together for the auditors.
That's right. Absolutely. And how did that influence you? I don't want to leave, just check that out.
Well, it was good to see just the thought pattern of how things were flowing and how that you were able to think about things that had to happen, how that flow had to happen. So you had to actually see these things happening to give a projection, and I could tell that you didn't just think about it. It had been thought about, and it was already in the plan, and it made it easy to bring the numbers to the ladies that were working on it.
No doubt, no doubt, because taxes, bank accounts, etc. Melissa, to your better judgment, since you've done this before, what would you say? Be extremely conservative. Conservatively, just so you know, we finished all the valuation paperwork, and we actually emailed it off last night, or yesterday morning. Yes, finally. After a whole year and a half. We did it. I've been the holdup for sure. Melissa, to your best conservative judgment, what would you say?
What the net worth of the company is? Please word the question. The net worth of the company before 2024 would be worth over at least $1 billion, conservatively.
Conservatively. Conservatively. This is what Jerome is asking. That would make me the second, let's just say if all this happens, and you heard it here first, that would make me the second youngest Black billionaire on the planet. The youngest in America. The youngest Black billionaire on the planet is a 9-year-old. His name is Muhammad Mustafa. He's 9 years old. He's a social media personality. His net worth is 1.2 billion with a B. The second youngest billionaire in the world is 44 years old. He was on June 8th, 1977. He's a rapper. This man, a fashion designer. Can anybody tell me who this person is?
Kanye West.
Kanye West. There you go. Antonio is 41.
Woo! Woo! Woo, 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 woo,
Antonio's
woo.
41.
Yes. I say we celebrate now.
Big plan.
All right.
Oh, well.
Congratulations, sir.
Well, thank you so much. Well, conservatively, when I walk in, Jerome, I'm counting on.
That's matching you number for number, ain't it? Ooh,
Oh yeah, well, I guess so. I enjoy. I was telling my dad I was coming to this conference this weekend or last weekend. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know my dad's in prison, and he was like, "Tell me about artificial intelligence." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I probably do have to tell somebody who's been in jail for 29 years about artificial intelligence." It kind of makes sense. I didn't even think about that. Right? Didn't think about that. So yes, I should tell you what he didn't ask about the conference. He asked, "What is artificial intelligence?" I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Let's back up 29 years and work this out." So I tell him what artificial intelligence was, and then he was like, "Wow, that's amazing," because he knows I do tech, and he knows. And, I send money every week and all sorts of stuff like that. And he was like, "Well, how do you feel?" And I told him, "Well, I always have a strong advantage because nobody's looking at me. They're looking at everybody else. I just sneak in and be like, oh yeah, I like this over here, or ooh, over here. Hey, email, right? Stuff like that. I just sneak in. and to sneak in. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm kind of looking to sneak in. Now, the problem is you can't fool the Phils and the Susans and the Otises because, you know, they just been around long enough to know, you know, they can, okay, that person's of good substance, right? They can do it real quick, you know, they can do it real quick. You got to be careful around the Phil and the Susan. You're not allowed to hide around these kind of folk right here. Like Susan knew Deanna was going to be great the first day she met her. It took 2 seconds, and then said it that day. So you can't fool the Susans and the Phils and stuff like that, right? You can't fool that. But for the rest of the regular people, right, it's easy. The rest of the regular people, it's real easy. Real easy. How does it feel from the point of view saying you're the youngest at the year? I don't feel it yet. It has nothing. I don't feel it yet. I'll let you know when they give me my paperwork. I'll let you know when they give me my paperwork. I don't feel it. Right now, I'm still just hungry as I was when I was in the trash can. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. My attitude is real disrespectful. You know, my attitude's real disrespectful. Go ahead, Melissa.
What I was going to say, there are shifts that can be done that you're working on that could shift that from 2024 to sometime next year.
You know, I got no problem with that either. You know, just as long as it's by 2025, I'll be fine because that's what I intended. I intended 2025, and it's on my social media. It says I intended 2025 or anything, you know. But the universe knows the fastest, quickest, most harmonious way. It might be using Melissa to help that out. It might be using Melissa to help it out. I want you. I'm still on buying cash flow. I want you all to position yourself. This is what I want to do. I rarely tell y'all what I want you to do. This is not a. This is a desire. I want you to forget about this and what year is 2022, 2029. I want you to chalk it up as a loss. Don't even worry about it. Just throw it out the window. I know that makes people.
Can you repeat that, sir?
No, anyway. 20 to 29. Throw it out the window. Doesn't matter. 2022. Nah. Just throw it out the window. It does not matter. It doesn't. Chalk it up as a loss. Just say to yourself with emotion, am I messing up? Mm-hmm. I don't make nothing. It's probably the Wi-Fi. Let me tell us the Wi-Fi. Okay. Hold on. Switch over. Mic check. Can you hear me, Grace?
Yes, sir.
Is it better?
Yes.
All right. I was on Wi-Fi calling. My bad. Let me say. I want all of you to take 2022 to 2029 and just throw it out the window, okay? So you don't need it. These years are not for your winning. Just throw them out the window. This is what I desire for you to do. But you don't have to listen to me because Paul said, I desire for all of you to be single. If that was the case, wouldn't none of y'all be here today? I'm not telling you every prophet talking to you is saying the right stuff. Nah, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you this is right. I'm telling you what I desire. Is this okay, Archie? I desire that all you be single. No, I don't. I desire all of you do whatever you want to do. Eat your edibles and your super greens, as far as I'm concerned. You do whatever you want to do. But I desire for you to take 2022 all the way to 2029 and just throw it out the window. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And you say, well, I'm 70. So what? Just throw it out the window. You don't need it. You don't need it. What I want you to do is I want you to vow to yourself 2030, not your year, you will leverage everything. I keep hitting this computer. You will leverage everything the way you're currently being leveraged. This is what I want you to do. Technically, this is not the first time I said this, but I said this one other time. Conference with Brad Blazer and the rest of those millionaires and billionaires. And I literally had step 3 of what they're not telling you about this recession 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I said we was in a recession. And I had this, set a new goal, $250 million, and then blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing that this time, but I want you to just chunk out 2029 to 2022. You don't need it. I want you to have one prayer for that 7 years. Just one prayer, Jerome. You ready? Whatever you believe in, I want you to go. Let's just say Lord. Okay, let's just say Lord for kind of a gathering here. Lord, I expect good things without evidence. That's the only thing I want you to concentrate on for the next 7 years. Jerome. I didn't struck some spring water. Hold on.
Antonio, that happened yesterday.
Come on, man.
When I asked that question yesterday, you blessed about 4 or 5 people on this call. And when I got off of this call, I said, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I'm still waiting for my breakthrough, Mr. Smith, right? But then I said, but Jerome, because of your question, 4 or 5 other people got their breakthrough. So did you bless somebody or didn't you? You need to count that. Then I said, okay, well, I didn't get my breakthrough that I wanted. Let me get on my thing. Do you know I was distracted from the time I got off of this call to 7:30 last night from distractions, from other things that interfere? And then Grace texted me and said, yo, your boy gonna speak tonight, making sure that I knew that my boy Law was gonna be on. But you know what I did? Sorry about that, Law, you be all right. I started working on my business, Mr. Smith. And at 1:30, when I laid my head down, I was just totally blown away. I didn't have the evidence from you of the answer of the question that I asked, but it came. And when I finished what I had to do last night, I say, this one I'm talking about. And I'm ready tonight or whenever I finish this call to start again. So I'm telling you right now, you're absolutely correct. And when I did that, let me tell you how good it felt. And you haven't even given me my micro whatever. I ain't looking for that. Because I got stuff right in front of me that needs to come to pass and will come to pass. So thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Yep. And as far as the micro business is going back to part, yeah, you sure can.
I like to speak to you, Jerome, if you will receive. There's something that stuck with me about you for a long time, and I've only been here for a short time. One of the things that you said that shook me to my core was I have been here for your words were for over 3 years. And he has never done that before. There were several times that you have said that. So in my heart and mind, I knew that you had a reservoir of knowledge that you had been preserving up until this point. One of the interesting things about you is that you are able to fall on your sword with no problem, being a living sacrifice in front of us all, which I truly appreciate. Another one of the things that you have that is of great value to this community is not only to do those things, but also to listen. And I see you listening. I'm on a phone, an Android, and every time if I'm flicking through, I'll be looking to see if my daughter is on or my grandchildren are on, because I want them to be catching this, because the wisdom that God has imparted to them is amazing. But every time I see you,
you are catching it all. You are writing it down mentally and emotionally. And that is one of the greatest gifts ever, because it downloads into a complete separate reservoir. So I just wanted to say that whatever he gave us yesterday, you already had from the time that you had been here. And it's all coming up. It's like a spring of life for you. I'm gonna be quiet, but yeah, just wanted to say that. And thank you for giving yourself that energy to get that energy.
Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fine, shout up in my butt.
I like compliments. Yeah, I like compliments going around. So that works. This about 10 more minutes, because we got about a 20-minute walk to the conference. Throw out 2029, Adonia, and 2022. I know you want it faster. Oh, I forgot to say, as far as your micro businesses go, y'all looking real good. I'm going to each person individually. I've talking about 3 of y'all already, and they're probably not what you think they are. Antoine was not expecting. They're not what you think they are. They have to work, and they have to work. They have to work, and they have to work without employees, and they have to work without you getting in my way. You could probably assume that they're not what you think they are. They're not what you think they are. But they are all 100% yours, though. They're all 100% yours. For in Antoine's case, he do it right. He can cross over to something great. But anyway, I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet on that one. Nevertheless, 2022, 2029, throw it out. I got one prayer. Lord, I expect good things about evidence. This is important. The reason is because you are a big ship, a vessel. You are a soul sailing in this world as a vessel. And you do not turn around a vessel in a moment. Unfortunately, it's just not the way it works. You can turn around a vessel in a moment, but the odds of you being so in tune, in alignment, and 100% openly receptive to God is slim. Slim. That don't mean you don't love your God, or however you want to process that information. It just means that your programming surpasses your love. If you've ever, for any reason, said, I'm behind, that's your programming. That ain't your God. I should already be here. These little sneaky words show that you trust your programming more than you trust your faith. Because you don't own time, Antonio. You know, when I say my name, I really mean you. You don't own time. So how can you be behind it? I didn't need to hear that. You understand. I might need to hear that. You don't own time. You right where you're supposed to be. I want you to flip that. I want you to get rid of all these years. And I want you to go 2030. And why is it 2030? I just assume that's the next economic downturn. I got 2 things in my head, Phil. I think 2030 is the next economic downturn due to the pattern that I've seen since I've been alive. We kind of stretch 7 years to about 8 to 11. We give out more money now than more aid than normal. I think 2032. Secondly, I also think, I know I'm a minority here. I think we're just going to stay in a recession for the rest of our lives. I don't think we're ever going. I really do. I really do. I don't think it's ever going back to normal. There will be no more bear markets. No more. Which one is the hot market? Is it bull or bear? I always forget because I don't remember it in those terms. Is it bull?
The bulls go up, the bears go down.
There you go. There's no more bull markets. Yeah, I don't think of it that way. So I have to shift it and talk that way. No more bull markets. I think we're going to define what bull markets is. Right now, people are very happy. Right now, for $3.50 gas. I'm looking at y'all rejoice. You didn't gave permission for me to just keep the price right there then. If collectively y'all gonna be happy about it, might as well just keep it there and make this unusual amount of profit.
Which was record number of profits anyways already.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could drop it to 250, but since you happy at 350, ain't no sense in me doing that. Go ahead, Phil.
Put this into your formula. Water is going to be the new oil.
Wow, there's a lot of evidence for that too. A lot of evidence for that. We are in a water shortage, and
they projected that a while ago. I got a book called The Blue Gold. I read that. That's pretty good.
Wow. I need to read that book. Yeah, we are in a water shortage, which is insane when you think about it. But there you go. There you go. There you go. I just want y'all to just throw all this stuff away. I want you to adopt one prayer. You don't need to pray no more. You've already prayed. Congratulations. God has heard you. That's your Bible. Now, that's your Bible. You don't need to do all that fanfare. You were heard the first time. You know, to fight all these principalities just to get to you. You were heard. Wherever your feet shall tread, Janice, shall be yours. It's all good. It's already yours. It's written in the will. It's all right. Your new prayer. In fact, I got two prayers for you. The second one gonna really hurt y'all, so be careful. This one, expect good things by evidence. You can take that one. That's the second one, though. Lord, make me the least offended person on planet Earth. Careful. I desire you pray that.
You all up in there.
However,
you all up in there. That's big. That is huge. Oh my God. But it has great returns.
Man, it's gonna have some knuckleheads coming at you though, but that's all right. That second one's optional. Second one's optional. Why? Why am I saying this? Because I want you to do one plan. Grace, how many days are in 365? No, let's go. Do me a favor, Grace. Mm-hmm. Go to Google real quick, because I'm going to get ready to end the call. Go to Google, say how many days are left in this year. Google knows everything. Google knows everything. How many days are left in this year? Oh, the second prayer was, Lord, make me the least offended person on planet Earth. How many donuts? What is you Googling, Grace?
I was trying to see how many calories in a donut.
Calorie count over there.
That's it.
You eat one donut. You can't eat nothing else for the rest of the day. You can't eat nothing else for the rest of the day.
It's 180 calories in a donut.
You can't eat nothing else for the rest of the day. Nothing else. 136 days. Thank you, Grace. Now do me a favor. No, do me a favor. Mm-hmm. Go back to Google. We'll say the calculator. And then Google how many days are in 7 years. Hopefully 6 years. How many days are in 6 years? Hopefully it'll put in the leap year for us. 2,192. We're going to say 92. I don't know where that half day comes from.
Yeah, you're talking about for the approximate result, 365.3. You multiply by. I have no idea. That's what it says.
Well, that's the atomic clock, the leap day one, because leap day is every Plus that's the atomic clock. Outstanding. All right. What I want you to all do is I want you to add 2,192 times plus 136. What's that number, Grace? 2,192 plus 136. This is how people like me think. You are grown. You get to do whatever you want.
2,328? Yes.
All right. Everybody write this down. 2,328. Everybody write that down. You can stop your screen, Grace. This is my coup de grace. Right. Nobody multitask. Come here, set your camera on if possible. Come here. I got to say this. Come on here, because I ain't gonna be long. Come on. Get off the toilet real quick. In the Army, we say, pinch it off, private. We say. Jamal, lay it down. I got you, boss. Come on. All right, here we go. How many days is that, Grace? Put it in the chat.
2,300.
I'm at work, but I'm reaching.
Well, yeah, you hide behind them crates. That's what you do. You hide behind them crates. 2,328 days, starting now. All right? So listen to me. Antonio is telling you, people like me have one plan, one prayer for 2,328 days. Because I understand this. God can't bless my confusion. Now that I got your attention, in 2008, I said I'm going to do one thing and one prayer. My only prayer was, Lord, make me the least offended person on planet Earth. And the one thing was, I will become a millionaire, and then eventually morphed into billionaire. Hear me very well. I've been working on this one plan since September 11th, 2008. I have failed every single day. And every single day, the universe gave me a different strategy around that failure. Bruce Lee says, I do not fear the man that has practiced 10,000 moves, but I fear the man that has practiced one move, one punch, 10,000 times. I am telling you that successful people understand this one thing, that if you just say, forget the rest of the 7 years, forget 2,328 days, I'm going to do one thing. If my name is Adonia, I am going to make a speaker media company. That is all. And if you do that, this universe will fold like water to your one prayer and your one plan. You will fail, but it's so much easier for God to rewrite one plan. It don't make sense to you. Write the vision. Come on, Grace, finish that for me.
Make it plain.
I'm in your sacred text. One plan. One prayer. Okay. Adonia said, message received. One plan. One prayer. Go ahead. But that's this. I'm done.
Okay. So if my one plan is to.
First off, you're already wrong. Hold on. Everybody listen to me. No, I want you to continue. But when y'all adopt this one plan, ain't no ifs. This is my one plan. It will be stupid until you fix it, Lord. Until then, this is all I got.
Okay. So my one plan is to go all out solar. Maybe it's going to be stupid till you fix it.
Yes. You said all out what?
Solar.
Solar energy.
Yes.
That means anything you do for ATS is only for solar.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm so glad you was in my brain because I didn't know how. I didn't
already gave you permission to do all that. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That means, yeah, man, I need you. So I'm glad she got help. Listen to me. I'm telling you, man, I really wish I could think like a millionaire. I am telling you. There's so many different lessons here. We can talk about delayed gratification if you want to. They all in this little thing I'm saying. Forget all that. God can't bless your confusion. So stop being confused. Have one plan. If it's books, then you know what? Next time Antonio say nobody be a millionaire for no book, you say I do, because that's my one plan. And I say you show right. My just apologies.
Can you
hear what I'm saying?
Can you repeat what you said
Yep.
to me? To me. No, not what you just said to everybody. No. To me.
That means everything you do for ATS and anybody is for solar. That means you're going to make money to then make connections to then sell them solar and any other infinite possibility of things I have not mentioned.
Okay.
God loves what you love. So if you like humor, God likes humor, Tanisha. Just is what it is. Not going nowhere. I get it. I know I got your camera on, and I know you think I'm repeating. I'm not. I'm trying to save you, but you grown. You are grown. I can't do nothing but tell you what I did and what I know is going to work. I know that if you do one thing, I know that at the very least, God is going to say, you know what? I don't know why Antoine wants 5. Here, take this. New mercies. Take this grace. Tell me how that's not true. You do one thing.
Okay,
you walk in one direction. Come on.
My question is, you say do at least one thing. You know, I listen to every
No,
word.
sir. I said do one thing. Do one thing. Do
okay,
one thing.
what if you prefer not to do one thing and you rather want to do multiple?
You are your own guide. Y'all hear me? You're your own guide. You have I got two things for you. As a stubborn Baptist Christian, you got the right to be wrong. That's the heart of Baptist. You got the heart to be wrong. You got it. You got the right to be wrong. You're also your own God. I will tell you this. My one thing ended up becoming 5 things. But it's one thing. Just because. Is a hospital one thing? Yes. Does a hospital have 300 different departments running independently from one another? Billing, coding, transportation, food, nursing? Yes. But if you try to do multiple things, you're not going to be blessed.
Okay, I see what you're saying, because I was looking at it as multiple things, but being up under one umbrella. But you just basically, it was saying the same thing, but I just thought of it in a different manner.
No doubt. I know Tawala's a nurse. I know she don't do billing and coding. She probably qualified to it, but she got somebody for that. You understand what I'm saying? I know in her career, they got what you call scopes. She can only do it in the scope of her duties. The person taking the blood pressure, it's not in their scope to draw blood. It's not in Tawala's scope to give you anesthesiology. Well, that's the study of, but you get the point. It ain't her job to take your weight and then administer to you pain-killing drugs for surgery. That's somebody else's job. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't her job to test your urine. She just pass you the cup. Somebody else test it. So you can have one Trient publisher that does 12 things, but it's one thing. And you don't have to try to make it 12 different things. It will happen automatically. But I tell you this, it's so easier to bless you when you believe in something so much. That is all of God's word. Every sacred text says the same thing. Believe and it is yours. But when you have a backup plan, you can say you believe all you want to. Your dominant thoughts say you need a backup plan. God might mess up, but let me set this up for myself just in case God mess up. Now I know me and Adrian agree. I'm not even looking at Adrian, but I know Adrian heard that one. Ooh, Lord, I believe in you, but just in case you mess up, I got this backup plan. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, that's us moving from the age of Pisces, which is I believe, to the age of Aquarius, which is I know.
That's right. And I'm telling y'all, this one plan, you just know it's going to work. So in 2030, what you've done, I'm trying to get you to understand this practically. What you've done is you've watered one seed, fertilized one seed, practiced one dream, died for one dream, adjusted one dream at least 10 times a day for 2,328 days. So they're going to look at you and they're going to say, oh, man, you got lucky. No, you ran laps around them because you did one thing. Ask Thomas Edison. You did one thing. One thing. So I close you with this. Otis, I'm going to call you today too, Otis.
Okay.
You are either going to get wherever your feet shall tread or settle and get 10% of what is promised to you, and every generation after you will fight and go to war for millennia. Antonio, you can't say that. I'm here. Joshua. This is the microphone. God says, hey, Joshua, cross over. Wherever your feet shall tread is yours. Joshua goes, oh, man, that's amazing. Sure is. One thing, though, make no treaties. Don't settle. They're going to try to trick you. Just trust in your feet. Oh, man, I could do that, Joshua. Be present where your feet are. Got you. Joshua, 10%. Believe. Sounds like us, don't it, Janice? And then let some old charismatic person like me put on some old clothes, mold up some bread, come over and say, listen, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't kill us. We just weak folk. Made a treaty, another treaty. And here's the deal. Today, to this day, the Jews are still fighting over their promised land. Millennia later, 2 millennia later. No, that's not 2. Yeah, 2.5. Pay attention. I don't care what you believe in. That was a Jewish story. I'm telling you, go ahead and settle again. How's that working out for you? Some of y'all settled on a husband. How's that working out for you? Settled on a wife. How's that working out for you? If you're not living what you said you was going to do in kindergarten, you have settled. So don't think you ain't settled. There's always one. Not me, I never settled. If you ain't doing what you said you was going to do in kindergarten, you have settled. You get a new morning, new mercies, new grace. Adonia, today's the day. You know what you want. You decide what you want. Now you got 2,338 days, whatever the hell that number was, and you go get it. And you just trust. 2 things is all I'm asking you to trust. This is a desire. I can't tell you what to do. You are grown, but this is a desire. Only 2 things you got to do should you accept this challenge. Number 1, the most important one, Tuala, you just got to trust that God is not taking you anywhere to hurt you. So if you are hurting, Your perception is hurting you, not God. Tracy, somebody needs to.
You are speaking.
I just need you to know, Adonia, that God loves you so much. You are never, ever, ever going to be hurt or tortured by God. So if it hurts,
That part.
not only is it part of the process, it's your perception doing it. So I just need you to trust that source would never take you anywhere to hurt you. So in the next 2,328 days, know wherever your feet are, it's a blessing. You're right where you're supposed to be. Even if the hurricane put you to where you almost drowned, you needed to learn how to drown so you can learn how to swim. About it. The second thing is I need you to say no 98% of everything that ain't part of that one plan. The only way, Tawala, that you don't get the blessing in the garden is if you walk away from that garden. And folk who know what they want in their garden will always keep you away from your garden. Can I push it further, Adrian?
Watch it.
Your pastor say, come on in the office and work for me for a little bit. Your mama say, baby, just come clean the house. Come move for me. It's always going to be the people who love you that knock you off of your one plan.
You right.
Millionaires say no.
True
98%.
that.
I need y'all to, one plan, and I need you, and I'm talking to the Adonias out there who want to save the world. And it's not that Adonia has low self-esteem and she doesn't want to tell you no. Adonia just confuses doing the right thing for others in every situation. Sometimes the right thing for Antonio is to let Antonio carry his own cross. Keep on picking up my cross. Watch they whip off your cheeks too. Melissa, I'm trying to let this thing go, but it just every time I try to let it go, it's jumping on me, Jamal. I'm trying to let it go.
Get it out of here. Get it out of here.
I'm really trying to let this thing
Hallelujah.
go. We got to go.
Hallelujah.
But I really, really, really don't want to walk into my dreams. Because when I go to this conference, these are my dreams. I've been trying to get to a #1 conference for 8 years. Failed every time. Couldn't afford it, could do it, schedule come, whatever it was, failed every time. Now, I brought 4 other people, all access passes.
Come on, sir.
So I dare not. I'd rather be late to my dreams just so I can get you to understand. One plan. You need to say no 98% of all the energies as you take up on this plan. This is what those energies are going to look like. Otis, can you help me move Saturday? And if Otis has decided upon himself he's going to be doing this Saturday, I can't help you, sis. I promise you.
You about to make me call this girl right now. You are speaking to me right now because I don't want to go. It's my birthday and I don't want to go. I'm damn sure going to call.
And you better not.
And the answer is no. It is no. I don't even want to go. You don't never go nowhere with me. You ain't never did nothing. But now all of a sudden it's my birthday, so it's a weekend for me. Are you kidding me? Thank you, Antonio.
You better enjoy your.
Don't be late. But no,
yes, we need to get Antonio to his dreams so we can motivate us to finish getting us to ours.
Go to your concert, right? Go to your
concert. No, I'm good. We good. Hear me? Adrian got it. Listen to me.
Adrian, say it with your chest now. Say it with your chest. No.
Adonia, Adonia, are we agreeing to this 98% no? Seconds.
I hear you and I accept the charge.
80 seconds, Grace. No simply means I'm following my dreams. If you want me to help you, you need to assist in my dreams. And I'll help you in my dreams, not in yours. I didn't even need those 90 seconds, Grace. What we doing tonight?
What you need help with? What you need help with?
See what I'm saying? Tell them what we're doing tonight, Grace.
Tonight we've got Pain 2020 with Prophet Jay and Coach Renee at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Then You've Got 5 minutes with Mr. Vastine East, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Be there.
You can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you at those things. And then we'll see you tomorrow morning as well. Love you, everybody.